Hello everyone, and welcome to a brand new day of All Creator Live, and I am back playing more of Genshin Impact. There was a recent update, and it was a big one, and it includes a lot of stuff for Natlin, and I can't wait to play it. And I have an energy drink here to keep me awake. Luckily, it was not a very hectic day, and I was finally able to catch up on all of the work that I missed last week. Well, I should say all the hours I missed last week. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty good, confident. Ugh, I didn't pop any popcorn, so I'm not going to have any snacks to eat or nothing. But my tummy is pretty full because I ate a big old bowl of beef rice-a-roni, you know. So I'm pretty full. All I really need is my energy drink, and that should get me through whatever they have in store for me once I pass through this mystical Genshin Impact door. Let's see what we're getting ourselves into. So the update was like 600 megabytes, which is pretty big. So I'm guessing it's a lot that I have to look forward to. Ooh. Tournament of Glory in Bloom now available. Very cool. New tournament, huh? Awesome. I can't wait. Now that I have my my new controller and I have an energy drink, I'm super psyched for this. Oh, look at this. We got all the returning characters, including brand new characters. Bull Girl, I don't know her name, but I like her design. And she reminds me a lot of my favorite character from Monstrum Nox, which I can't remember because it's been 4 years since I played Monstrum Nox, so I can't remember any names for that game other than Adol, which is, you know, the name of the main character, and that's not saying much. But yeah, cool. We got this going on for the next 2 weeks. So yeah, whatever I don't finish today, I will finish next week, definitely. We got a new area to explore. I knew that was coming. You see a 600 megabyte download, you're thinking to yourself, yeah, there's gotta be a new area they've made. Of course, the new character, and she's eating a taco, and I love that. I love her character. I can't wait to meet her in the game and see what her personality's like. The only thing I've seen of her is from the trailer on Blue Sky. They posted a trailer of her character, but it was the Japanese trailer, and I couldn't make out what she was saying, so I couldn't really get an idea of what her personality is, but I'm guessing it's flaky, and I like flaky characters. Also, yeah, that I saw that too, that she's a luchador, which is cute also. And a new boss, new world boss, Lava Dragon statue. All right, well, whatever. Maybe we'll see this at the end of whatever it is we're going to be doing in this story, which hopefully is padded out throughout 2 weeks. And I think we have already met that guy that they show at the front there, because I know we've met the little bird. I remember the little bird from from the Archon event, the last Archon event. We met the little bird, but I think he was interacting with Auron. I don't think we met his owner, and that must be his owner, the one that pals around with the little bird pals around with. The little bird's supposed to be like a malformed Kukasaur. And, you know, we got a little bit of an idea of what it's like from that Archon quest, because we could talk to it when we were inside of a Kukasaur. So, can't wait to see what its owner is like. I don't know. I can't remember if we saw a brief moment of him or not, because that was like months ago. So, oh well, we'll see. And to anyone wondering why there might be some type of an echo you hear in the background, I'm not using my headset again. Like I said, I messed up the one part of my ear. I don't know what it's called. I'm not a doctor, but there's like I thought it was like a zit, but it's apparent. I think it's like a mole or something on the inside of my ear, and I scratched it, but now it's like super sensitive, and wearing headphones irritates it. So I haven't been wearing my headphones for the past 2 weeks now. So I'm looking into getting new headphones that go completely over my ear, because the ones that I had before went like right on my ear and would like press down on my ear, and it wasn't really a big deal. But I'm guessing that could have been, I don't know. You know what? Because I thought it was a zit at first, but because of the way that it formed, I feel like it could have just been like some kind of irritation caused by the headphones pressing against my ear so much. Because I didn't just wear those. I didn't just wear that headband for streaming. I also wore it while I was like working and stuff like that, and it didn't press up against my ears that much because I didn't have the headset on top of it. But for streaming, I would. So I'm wondering if that could have maybe caused it to, I don't know, maybe make a skin tag or something on the inside of my ear. But yeah, I've been looking into it, and there are other Bluetooth headphones that go directly over the ear, like the ones that I have for, well, I don't have them hooked up to my laptop anymore because they're hooked up to my PS5. I use them when I'm using my PlayStation VR, my Sony, I forget what they're called. I want to say Elite S, whatever fucking rank the headphones are. I bought them when I bought the PlayStation 4 Pro, so I mean they were top of the line back then, but definitely not now. But they're at least over the ear headphones, and they don't cause any irritation. And I would love to use those, I really would. But the fact is, I'd need to be able to hear two things at once. So while I could use them to hear my laptop and the text to speech, I would not be able to hear the game audio. So it would be, I'd have to choose one or the other. And right now, I'm feeling like maybe not going with that at all is a good idea. I mean, sometime in the future, maybe. Because if I can get a good over-the-ear headphone that's, like, really encompassing, has a huge cavity to it, I may just be able to wear the headband and those headphones, you know? Because if there's a nice big cavity for the headband's earpiece to go into, it won't cause as much discomfort. But we'll see. I mean, there are a shit ton of headphones out there. I could find one that, I don't think they make things like that, you know? A headset that can connect to multiple devices. I don't know. I'll have to look into it. If there is, that'd be really cool. I would buy it in a heartbeat. But I don't know. It feels like the audio waves would intermingle, and it would probably not work right. So I don't think there is such a thing like that. But yeah, that's a little bit of what's going on with me. I don't think that the TV's audio is going to be captured that much, but I know for a fact that when it comes to audio that's being emitted from the TV, my microphone will pick it up because it's set to where it picks up voice audio. So whenever cutscenes, things like that happen, I will be muting the microphone, as I always do, but it's convenient because then it creates less of an echo. So, alright, I can't wait to see all the new stuff, all the little dots that I have to get rid of. Oh, there's a new weapon. I kind of want to roll for this new girl. I like her. Her name is Varisa. Aw, that's very easy to remember. I might want to go with her, but she's an electro type. And I already have Miku, and Miku is so low maintenance. You just have to plop her totems and you're done. I mean, she's not a huge powerhouse, but the totems she drops are epic. But I really would be miffed at myself if I tried to pass this character up, because she does seem like a lot of fun. And obviously I already have Xinyan. Or Xianyun. I don't care. I'm just going to call her Cloud Retainer. I like that name better. It's easier to remember and pronounce. I'm a stupid American. Forgive me. Alright, so yeah. There it is right there. I can get it started. We still have that to go through. But I can do that on a chill stream, and I can do that at any time, so... okay, please select the basic rewards. I mean... Oh, you can only select 3? Alright, yeah, sure, go with these 3. There. And... the booklet? What do we got here? Oh, yeah, the new domain, right. And the new... Chronicles. What's this? Got something new in here? Oh, right. The typewriter thing. Oh, there's something new about this. I still don't use this thing. I still don't know what the heck to use it for, so I still don't use it. I hate it when they introduce something that might be beneficial to me, and I don't know how to use it, so I just let it sit in the background and never bother with it. As long as that red tick doesn't show up on the main screen, I'm not too worried about it. And I don't think it will. Oh gosh. I must have collected all of these the last time. Yeah, I remember these fish. Ooh, I just did not... I haven't been putting any of these into my logs. Oh wait, I can't. Oh, I'm in the teapot thing. Okay. I was like, weird. Because usually, you know, right here. Here's a good example. These recipes, I could do that. And blueprints, you could do the same thing. I thought those were blueprints. I thought I was in a blueprint area. No, those are all things that I got from my teapot. And these are all things I need to put into the music thing. And I keep forgetting to go into my teapot and do that. So, procrastinating. I procrastinate too much. Oh, also, those watching over on Twitch, or if you're watching in the archives on YouTube, if you tune in to me on Twitch for a limited time, you can win free stuff. You can get free things from Twitch drops. So, you know, if you have a YouTube... if you have a Twitch account and a YouTube account, feel free to stop by and watch me on Twitch. You will get free things, which is always cool. I'm glad that they allow me to do stuff like that. I always like being able to offer free stuff to people. It's fun. And we also have a story. Or... oh, a new Tribal Chronicles? Yes, we do. New Tribal Chronicles. Probably with the new character. Awesome. Cool. We'll get to do that too. How long do we have to do that? I mean, it's a Tribal Chronicle, so it's like we have all the time in the world to do it. But is that part of what we're about to set off and do now? It might be. I don't think it is, because this isn't saying Tribal Chronicle on it, so I don't think it is. Alright, well, let's go ahead and start it up. Since this only has 13 days to be done, Let's get it started now. That way we don't have to worry. And right there at the very entrance to Natlin. Alright, cool. So we'll just warp to... Paimon's not going to say anything? No? Aww. Sad face. I thought she'd say something. Moonlit Ghosts! Yo!
Ghosts. Said, I knew I saw you online.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm playing the new update to Genshin Impact. So yeah, we get new story. I have an energy drink. I don't have any snacks to eat, but I ate a nice big bowl of rice before I started, so I'm pretty full. And all I really need is my energy drink to keep me awake. I haven't drinking any of it. I haven't even opened it yet.
And trials.
But it's a NOS, and those usually give me the best boost of energy. I bought a bunch of them last week, and I haven't gone through all of them, so I still have some left for this week. So woohoo! I'll have plenty of energy. And yeah, how are you doing, Moonlit Ghost? How has your day been?
Moonlit Ghosts said, I was able to explore Friday and Sunday, finished the new map, haha.
Ooh, good job.
Moonlit Ghosts said,
Instead of confining themselves to the heavens,
cool.
God should broaden their horizons in the world
Napping
below.
is always great. I'm happy I'm able to nap every once in a while. Oh yeah, I forgot they do that. Alright, let's go. Let's see what this new story's all about. I know we get to see the new character. I can't wait to see her. I bet she's a lot of fun. I know we got some of the old voice actors and actresses back, so hopefully there'll be more voice dialogue this time around. Ah, there's the team right over there. Hey guys.
Huh? Why are all these people gathered around? Did something happen? Let's go take a look.
How's it looking, Doc? Is there any hope for him?
Chill, bro. I'm thinking. This dude's Milray, right? What a little champ. Barely made a noise, despite all the pain he must be in. Did he fight in the war?
That's right. We'd never normally send such a young Tepetlosaur into battle, but we couldn't stop him. Developed a real knack for sneaking past us and running off to the front line to fight the Abyss. He's a smart one, that's for sure. Might not be the strongest, but he ran rings around those abyssal monsters. We even awarded him a Warrior's Medal after the war ended. But then he took a turn for the worse a few days ago. He's been having fainting spells ever since.
Oh yeah, Moonlit Ghost. From what I understand, he's not going to be making a return. I don't know. I think there might have been a lot more bitter tension with him. I don't know what's been going on. I know he hasn't made a return unlike a couple of the others, but I don't know. I guess it could have just been really bad. So, I mean, I can't say for sure. It's not like I'm 100% looking into this stuff, so I'm not the best to go source to get this type of info.
Poor little guy. Already a battle-worn veteran, yet still so young.
Hey, Kachina, what's going on here? Traveler, Paimon, a long time no see.
Moonlit Ghosts.
So basically, there's this young Tepetlosaur in our tribe called Milray. We're not sure what's wrong with him, but
He's been getting weaker and weaker by the day. Eva's taking a look at him. Nyan, who he grew up with, is here too. We're all really worried about him.
When my daughter got lost in the mountains, it was Milray who helped bring her back.
To think that he made it through the war, but now that peace has finally come.
Steady there, bro. We'll find a way.
Yo, Traveler, you know this Kukasaur. Acting like you haven't seen them already. They were in an Archon Act. Or was that an Archon Act? It could have been an event that we went through. I don't know. I know we've seen this dude before. This ain't our first rodeo with this guy.
Ah, you're that Cuckoo-thesaurus from the vet clinic.
Hey, see, Paimon remembers.
Huh? What are you on about? So this Aoife you just mentioned, does it actually...
Hey, yo, everyone! Please chill. I think I've got this figured out. For a juvenile Saurian, he showed remarkable courage in the war, but he's too young to be using that much phlogiston. As a result, he developed a rare pathological change. The initial symptoms might not have been obvious, but he's gone untreated for so long that his condition is now very serious.
You mean he originally got sick during the war, but the symptoms only just started to show up now?
That's right. He may have just been acting tough this whole time. Didn't want his friends stressing out over him.
Aoife, there must be something you can do, right? Please help him.
Something this rare? I don't have anything on hand that can treat it. Good news is that I read about a similar case back when I was still studying. The scroll mentioned 2 essential ingredients. First up, an herbaceous perennial known as an ocean zephyr. Though they can grow practically anywhere, they're exceedingly rare. Second, honestly, I couldn't figure it out back then either. The name recorded was Sacred Flame Crystal, but there wasn't much else to go on beyond that.
Sacred flame? Like the one burning in the stadium?
When Mualani and I took part in the pilgrimage of the Return of the Sacred Flame, we collected loads of contending sparks during the team stage. Apparently, they're sparks from the Sacred Flame itself. They even make you feel all warm and fuzzy while you carry them. Do you think these crystals might be something similar?
From the name, I'd say we're looking for a rarer, purer form of Sacred Flame.
You sure there's even such a thing? We've been in that land for ages now, but we've never come across anything like that.
So it would seem, as it happens.
Huh?
For real, Uncle Pakal?
It's a coincidence that I've even heard of it. Apparently, the people of Natland knew how to make a special kind of sacred flame crystal way back when. I'm not sure exactly how they did it, but the other chiefs might know something. I'll go ask them. Thank you, Aoife. Your diagnosis was a huge help. Mind if I keep you a little longer?
Oh yeah, Moonlit Ghost, I meant to tell you. I don't have your little the icon that I made of you with the 3D printer. I don't have that on the Java cam anymore. I don't know if you noticed, but I actually found a bit of a use for it. We have a jug that we usually fill up my my dog's water with, and that's actually, it's being used to what's the word, like a coaster. It's being used like a coaster for that jug. So cool. I'm happy I was able to find a use for it. I want to print out a different one for yours, as well as I've been looking into it for Bryce and his icon, but yeah, I want to print out another one that's like way smaller than the one that I printed out before. But yeah, I've been looking into that. I'm going to print a different one for yours and Bryce's. Are the two that I want to. I hate to say this, but I've been experimenting that way.
I have been turned into a dog bowl coaster.
Yeah, it's actually the perfect size for the jug that the water. It's not for the dog bowl itself. It's for the jug that we use to fill up the dog bowls, the dog's water bowl. We keep it on top of our fridge, and for a while, because you know it leaks water after it gets poured. The water kind of sometimes gets caught on the side, and because we're in a hurry in the morning, the water kind of pools up at the top and it leaves a ring around the top of the fridge. So I put that underneath, and it's so small you could barely see it. Yeah. So it kind of keeps it in place, and it prevents water from dripping onto the top of the fridge and causing a ring to form. So there we go. It was a perfect solution. And it's okay because, to be honest, I feel like I want to print out something for you and Bryce's icon that I've been trying to figure out how to do multicolor. I really have. My printer can multicolor print, and I don't have the filament. I only have 2 types of filament right now. But the most important part about that is I haven't figured out how to do that with Blender yet, and Blender's a whole nother thing I gotta figure out. But yeah, I want to do that for everyone's PFPs, and it'll be easier now because I don't know if you noticed, but YouTube did an update recently where you can look at all of the people who are subscribed to you. Well, you can look at all of the people that you're allowed to look at. I mean, obviously there are people that have their accounts that privated, so you can't look at private accounts, but everyone that's subscribed to you, you have a whole list now of the people that you can see who are subscribed to you. And I feel like that's perfect because now I'll be able to print out PFPs for all of the people who subscribe to me. And that made me happy when I saw that. Well, I saw it Saturday, but you know, I'm looking at all of them, and I was like, there was about like 50 of them. I was like, that's not that many. I could probably print out a bunch of those. I just need to figure out how to do it.
Said. Fun.
Yeah, fun. Exactly. It'll be a nice little thing for people to see. Even those who watch in the archives will see themselves and be like, whoa, that's my thing. Cool. Just a little something I want to do for those that have subscribed. I feel like I should do things like that more often. Let people know I appreciate it.
Sure thing, dude. I'll stick around until we've got some results.
Great. In that case, let's go our separate ways for now. Milray needs some proper rest, and he's not going to get that with so many people gathered around. I'll let you all know as soon as there's any news. Fingers crossed, he'll soon be on the mend.
What up, my dudes?
Oh man, you know what? I just realized the little Kookasaur does kind of sound like him too. When we first met him, he was talking just like this, saying dudes and whatnot. So, yeah, this is definitely his owner. He sounds just like him.
Man, I could tell we're totally on the same wavelength. The name's Aoife, a vet from the Flower Feather clan. This here's my assistant, Kakuku. Dude's all about copying what others say.
Where?
The Traveler in Paimon, yeah? Everyone's heard all about you two. You're absolute legends. The total package. Brave, wise, and strong. Best hero duo I've ever seen. No contest.
Aww, you're making Paimon blush.
Truth is, I spent the war treating wounded Saurians. Never got a chance to fight alongside you.
Said, I like Kakufu.
Yo, thanks, bro. I appreciate that.
There was always a long line outside Aoife's clinic back then. Even Kakuku was so busy, he was running around like a headless chicken.
Seriously? Seriously?
True dat. More wounded were piling up by the day. Dude, the Abyss is no joke. Sneaky enough to hit us right where it hurts. Lots of docs have dropped at their posts over the last few years. There's some fresh talent rolling in recently. I'm hoping they could step up quick. But vet med's no joke. There's a ton of challenges to overcome before you could be a qualified vet.
Man, the way this guy talks just makes me laugh. I've recently discovered a new YouTuber I've been watching. Their name is Big Old Words. Look them up. They're pretty fun. They have a nice chill stream and platform. And they talk just like this, saying dudes and word up and lots of 90s lingo that just puts a smile on my face, because every time he says something like "oh word" and things like that, I'm like, dude, this guy's talking as though he's straight out of the 90s still. It's fun. I really love hearing people talk like that. I used to talk like that a lot. I still say dude, even though I probably turn a lot of heads at work when I say it. I work with a lot of Gen Z and Gen Alpha individuals, and they're all a bunch of young kids, so they don't they don't talk the same way I do most of the time. So saying dude as much as I do, they there's a lot there. I don't know. At least I don't say bro as much as I used to. I kind of got sick of saying the word bro, especially with the way a lot of people say it these days, saying bra and stuff. That's more surfer lingo, and I was never really about that. But everyone these days just abuses it, and I'm like, I don't know. But yeah, I can already tell I'm gonna like this Aoife guy. He seems like a lot of fun.
No matter how hard you hit the books, you're still gonna run into all kinds of weird diseases that are hard to treat. Like Milray's. So rare it doesn't even have a name. If my old man hadn't forced me to read all kinds of different stuff when I was a kid, I'd probably only be able to suggest a more conservative treatment. It's true what they say, bro. There's always more to learn.
Oh, so your dad was a vet too?
Yeah, totally. Our family's medical knowledge has been passed down over generations. My old man started steering me toward being a vet when I was a kid, schooling me on all kinds of herbs. And man, if I forgot anything, out came the broom. My family's been vets for generations now. No clue who it was that kicked off the tradition though, you know? Back when I was a kid, my dad said something about our skills being medicine born of guilt. But the reason we got into it doesn't really matter. What matters is that it's useful.
Dude, when he said bring out the broom, I laughed. That's just how parents were back then. Hey, you'd be lucky if you got the broom. Parents would find all kinds of things to whip their kids with back in the day. When I was young, I got whipped with Christmas lights. You'd be lucky if you got the broom. It was like the softest thing you could get hit with.
Guilt? Sounds pretty strange to Paimon. Usually you only feel guilty when you've done something wrong.
Who knows? After he passed, there wasn't anybody else I could ask. I figure it's because guilt gnaws at anyone practicing medicine. When you fail to fix someone up, I've been there. So I'm gonna do my best to make sure that doesn't happen this time. I don't recall ever seeing a record of any patient with his malady who was successfully cured. So maybe Milray will be the first.
Yeah, that was probably the weirdest thing I got whipped with. I mean, it was typically always like the belt, or we had this long thing of rope. My mom actually did have a whip, but She never used it. But, yeah, the belt was typically always the thing that kids get beat with. But one time I got beat with Christmas lights. That was the most unique thing I'd ever been beaten with. And Christmas lights, they have... I don't know. I don't know if Christmas lights are made the same way, but the way they used to be made, they had, like, star shapes on them that were very pointy. So getting whipped with them was kind of... It felt kind of like getting beat with, like, razor wire or something, in a way. It was definitely a weird Christmas related beating. And I got it, and it happened because I was dancing.
Said, I once threw a wooden spoon away because my parents used those and I hated them.
Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, but hey, Time Lords, I'm sorry I was talking so much I didn't see you come in, but yo, Time Lords, welcome. We're talking about past traumas because Aoife decided to talk about getting hit with a broom, and I was like, you'd be lucky if you get hit by a broom. There are way worse things to get hit by. But yeah, Time Lords, how are you doing? Hope you're okay. Ooh.
Time Lords.
Part of me feels like I should have popped some popcorn.
A skipping rope is far worse than being hit by a Christmas light.
I would say that the rope that I would get beat with was a lot like a skipping rope. It was thin at the one end, kind of like that. But yeah, I would have to say Christmas lights were the most unique thing that I got beat by. I mean, I got hit over the head with a few things, but that wasn't my parents. That was just growing up in general. I'm pretty sure all of you can relate. When you're young, you do all kinds of dumb things, and all kinds of dumb things happen. But, it's not the most unique thing I've been hit by, obviously. The most unique thing I got hit by, I wasn't a kid when this happened. I was, like, in my 20s when this happened. I was on my way home, and some really weird homeless, I want to say maybe he was a substance abuser, hit me with a concrete block that was attached to a metal pipe. That was like the most weirdest thing I've been hit by. Yeah, I don't want to talk about that, Time Lords. But yeah, I'm happy that a lot of the voice actors have come back, at least for Natlan, because, you know, a lot of stuff is going to be happening in Natlan this year. But yeah, that was the weirdest thing I've ever been hit with. And I mean, I was hit by a kitchen sink, but that was an accident. That wasn't on purpose. I'm trying to think if there was anything else. I don't know. I've been hit by so many things. That was like off the top of my head the weirdest thing I ever got hit by, because it was a more recent memory when I was in my 20s. Just walking home, some guy just wanted... Maybe he thought he'd knock me out and then he could take my money, but it obviously didn't. He hit me like right on my back, and I left a nice big bruise and a cut, and I had to repair myself after that, but it was definitely the weirdest thing. I yanked it right out of his hands, started yelling at him, and he ran off. And I ended up throwing it. I want to say I threw it into a river. I know I was crossing over a bridge when it happened. I just don't know which river it was. It was right off the Chesapeake, so. But yeah, it was a weird day. It definitely was not a fun walk home after that, but I made it home okay. My back hurt like hell, obviously, but I don't know. Sometimes people get nefarious things in their head, and I don't know, sometimes you just gotta be lucky to be alive. I feel like that probably could have been the end of me at some point. There are a lot of occasions where I feel like it could have been the end of me. And, you know, just gotta be thankful that things didn't go worse. You could have hit me in the back of the head. That could have been the enemy.
Thinking about Sonic 5 since it take months or maybe years for them to make it assuming from release date.
You mean Sonic 4? Wait, what did you say? Yeah, you said Sonic 5. You mean Sonic 4. Yeah, I saw the movie finally. Oh, you know what? I don't want to talk about that. That might be spoilers for people who haven't seen the movie yet, because it isn't available on Blu-ray yet.
Oh yeah, you're gonna hear Kenich's new VA in this story.
Oh, okay. Well, I hope I like it. Alrighty, let's continue the story now that I'm thinking about it.
Heck yeah, I do.
I'm sure we did.
Oh? Looks like the Chiefs are back. Let's go see what they have to say.
No, I mean 5 since 4 is coming next year or next month.
I don't want to jump the gun and say anything like 5 because, let's be honest, it really all depends on how well the movie does. You don't want to say there's going to be a 5 when the 4th movie doesn't do good, you know?
Depending the 2-year or month gap.
Well, I mean, it's probably going to take about 2 years for the 4th movie to come out. And it hasn't even been a year yet, Time Lords. You gotta be patient, dude. Oh, man, there's still so many things I gotta do. So I'm hoping that a lot of the new areas I don't have to go to revolve around the area I haven't explored yet over here. Let's pan the camera out and see if there's any... There is. Alright, so if we do go to any new areas, it's going to be stuff down here. Which makes me a little bit happy because I haven't done anything. Man, I'm going to have to do so much exploration when I do my chill streams. Alright, let's continue the story.
The last time I was here, I remember seeing him happily rolling around with Io. This is so sudden.
Well, as the saying goes, illness strikes like a landslide. It's not uncommon for people and Saurians to just collapse overnight.
Given that he first fell sick during the war, he's done well to make it this far.
You know what? I'm going to go grab some cookies. I'll be right back, everybody. Alright, I'm back. Yeah, you can have some. They're vanilla windmill cookies. My sister keeps buying them because she thinks she's going to like them, but then she eats one and she realizes she doesn't want them, and I'm like, I want them. I'll take them. I like them. They're a bit bland, but that's okay. Especially if I'm going to be drinking this NOS. An energy drink tends to give me heartburn, and I'm starting to feel a bit of acid reflux right now, so might want to eat something alongside of them. Definitely not popcorn, though. That's probably not going to help. So do I. To anyone that doesn't want any spoilers on the Sonic movie, probably skip what I'm about to say, but at the very end of it, we get a brief, or maybe mute it, you know. We get a brief introduction and we get to see Amy Rose, and that was pretty exciting to me. But it also made me think that because they've also confirmed that Shadow's still alive, I'm thinking they may end up trying to go for Sonic Heroes, the storyline for Sonic Heroes next. Because if you remember in Sonic Heroes, the Eggman in that throughout most of it was a fake Eggman. And because they set up Eggman to seem as though he died in the recent movie, because they set up the ending of the movie to make it look like Eggman's dead, they could go with the fake Eggman route just to, at the very end, reveal actual Eggman in a new design, because Jim Carrey, obviously, he stated that he's not going to be making an appearance for the next movie because he's retired now, so we gotta respect that. He's retired. Sonic 3 was the last movie he's going to do. So they have to think up something new to do with Eggman. Either they're not going to have him in the next movie, or they're going to have some kind of CG replacement maybe at the very end. I'm thinking if they do go with a Sonic Heroes idea, they could have Eggman show up at the very end of it, and it could be like a CG Eggman or something. Maybe a new type of a design for Eggman. But yeah, since they introduced Amy Rose, they could go with that angle. They could go with a Sonic Heroes angle where they have Shadow's team, and they already have Sonic's team fully developed here. But we'll see what they decide to do. Some people are thinking they might go with that they might go with Sonic CD, but I don't know. That feels a little bit mid. It doesn't feel like there's going to be enough there to warrant an entire movie, you know, because all Sonic CD was is Amy Rose gets kidnapped and he has to save Tiny Planet. And I mean, we've already seen Amy Rose, and he's not going to be rescuing her, obviously, from what we saw. So that only leaves, hey, Tiny Planet's in trouble, we gotta save Tiny Planet. And that doesn't feel like a lot to work with when making a movie, you know? Sonic 3 was like a whole big deal. There were several different plot points from games that they had to implement into that movie in order for it to work and stretch out to make a full movie. I don't see how they'd be able to do that with just Sonic CD and saving Tiny Planet, and that's it. It feels like they'd have to add in a whole bunch of other things. And at that point, why not just do Sonic Heroes, you know? Skip over Sonic CD, just go straight to Heroes, you know? And maybe even work in some Shadow the Hedgehog while you're at it. Shadow trying to discover who he is or whatever. Who knows? They might go one way or the other. We'll see. We'll just have to wait and see. Alright, let's continue the story.
Hey, little guy. Are you okay? Does it hurt?
For one so young to risk life and limb on the field of battle. This, too, is a responsibility we adults must bear.
Whoa. All 6 tribal chiefs in one place? Not something you see every day.
It's true that we used to hardly ever meet up like this. The affairs of our own tribes were usually enough to keep us all swamped. These days, though, group dinners on our days off have practically become the routine, so don't look too surprised.
Group dinners? More like group mooching. You guys always seem to end up at my place. So shameless.
Well, your cooking is too good to resist. You've seen how hopeless the rest of us are in that regard. Anyway, let's get down to business.
Aoife, we've been informed about the situation. Once again, It's a good thing you were here to help out. Milray and the other Tepetlosaurs have helped transport goods for the Flower Feather clan in the past. We won't just stand by and watch while he suffers.
I just happened to come across a record of a case like his back home, but I don't know anything about this sacred flame crystal.
I haven't heard of it either. Can the sacred flame even take other forms?
It can indeed. While I've never seen this happen in the flesh, I have read references to it in woven scrolls. In ancient Natlan, besides the pilgrimage of the return of the sacred flame, there is said to have been another way to produce sacred flame, known as the Bloomflower Trials. It was a combat exercise held jointly by the 6 tribes that was even more intense than the pilgrimage. So they occasionally yielded an even purer form of sacred flame.
It's very interesting, Time Lords. Thank you for telling me that. Also, pretty funny there, Moonlit Ghost. Good job. Great joke.
Sacred flame crystals!
For real? How have I never heard of that?
Simple. The Bloomflower Trials haven't been held for centuries. Something seems to have happened the last time they were held. But it was so long ago that I don't know the specifics. The more reasonable explanation is this: that people once believed these sacred flame crystals to be vessels of extraordinary power, and that warriors could use them to enhance their own strength. In reality, they turned out to be far less miraculous than hoped for. In some rare, very specific circumstances, they proved irreplaceable, but they were not so different from the regular sacred flame in essence. The pilgrimage produced enough sacred flame, making the Bloomflower Trials obsolete, and thus they were forgotten.
Ah, I get it. So to save Milray, we have to revive the Bloomflower Trials and get all 6 tribes to take part. Ooh, that sounds rough.
I'd say we'd be better off not treating it like some kind of hassle. All 6 tribes need to take part, sure, but not everyone has to show up. We can keep it voluntary, so warriors who happen to have time can sign up and fight it out of their own accord. Since the war ended, the pilgrimage has become more like a tournament for our warriors to compete in and keep themselves in shape. So why not let them hone their skills on a fresh new stage?
We should never drop our guard completely, even in times of peace. But like that, it seems high time we restarted the Bloomflower Trials.
I'm with you on that. Nothing gets the blood pumping like a contest to see which tribe's the strongest, huh?
No objections on my part.
I'll go discuss this with the others. I'm sure there will be plenty of warriors who'll be itching to take part. I can't speak for everyone else, but I can guarantee that Mualani will be there. There's nothing she loves more than a lively occasion.
And I guess your vote was a foregone conclusion, eh, Pakal? Great. We're all in agreement then.
Nice!
Thanks, everyone. It really means a lot.
Let's head back to our tribes and see how many people are willing to sign up. If interest is high, we'll hold a big event. But if not, we'll keep it small.
Agreed. Rules will be crucial too. A competition without rules is just mindless violence. And that's not what we want.
I'll draw up an outline. Let's meet up at the Speaker's Chamber later. After all, we'll still need the Pyro Archon's final approval.
Oh yeah, and we'll also need some Ocean Zephyrs to cure Milray. Who'll go gather them while we're organizing the trials?
I've got that covered. I just noticed that some of Milray's friends have shown up.
You mean these Saurians? You're right. There's all sorts. Seems like he's quite the popular little fella, huh?
Dude, I knew there had to be another type of Saurian out there. We had seen like 5, and I was like, there's one more type of Saurian. I know it. And there we go. The purple one up there. So I'm guessing that's the Electro Saurian. It looks cute. I like that it walks on all fours, because up until now it seems like all the Saurians have been bipedal. But that one is a four-legged walker. So it's cute. Can't wait to see what it does.
Kakuku, can you hit them up and ask if they'd be down to lend a claw?
Sure thing, bro. I've got you, bro.
Must be nice having a Saurian companion who can talk.
Well, if that's everything,
Moonlit
how about we
Ghost
call it a day?
Said,
All right. See
"Pretty
you
sure
later.
such a Tankasaur thought I
Aoife,
could be
let's
wrong."
head back. And bring these Saurians along too. We've got to teach them how to identify ocean zephyrs.
See ya, little guy. We'll come visit you again soon. Whoa! They sure are quick on their feet. Guess they're chiefs for a reason. When they decide on something, it gets done right away.
All right. So we're finally getting to see the last area. We met the Electro chief just then. So I'm guessing everybody of that tribe is like a luchador. So I'm guessing it's a more South American kind of Mexican establishment, which I'm pretty excited about.
Rumors have it that IFA will be playable at some point. Are you going to pull for him?
Nah, I'm gonna waste all my money on the new girl. She looks like a lot of fun. Little luchadors. Is that what the little guys are going to be? They're gonna have little masks, like little luchadors? That's gonna be cute. I can't wait to see it.
But that's what you're here for, right? Whenever Paimon puts things off, even for just a while, you'll handle them straight away. Oh, wow. Go away, bro.
Even Kakuku's done with this conversation.
I'll go spread the word.
Moonlit Ghosts
Kachina, you gonna sign up?
said, "Going all in for Kinney
Of
and hopefully
course.
get CIFA while I'm at
In
it."
that case, let's head over together. Traveler, Paimon, see you at the speaker's chamber in a bit.
Awesome. Good luck.
So far, so good. At this rate, Milray will be better in no time.
Yeah.
Said, "I'm waiting for Skirk until then.
You're
I'll be
awake.
trying to get sea serum."
Wanna try getting a bit more sleep?
Oh, okay.
You think so? Is he feeling hungry then? Hey, Kakuku, can you help us translate? Oh, long gone. Oh no, he does seem pretty anxious. What are you trying to say, little guy?
That's what he's trying to say. Act 1 complete. Wait. Oh, that's my character, right. Alright, so... Wait, was that Act 1 complete? No way. No, that was Act 1 start. Okay, I was about to say, no way. That feels more like an opening. Aw, look at them, they're cute.
Time Lords said,
Oh, man, you guys must have a lot of Prima Gems. There ain't no way. I'll be lucky if I'm able to get the new girl. Alright, so I think I gotta change into Pterosaur. Where's the one thing I saw? Oh, there it is. Hello, I can talk to you now. Don't be afraid.
Ghosts said, "It's not no way, it's no way, bro."
No way, bro. Everything okay, Milray? Do you want to eat something? Well, why don't I go pick you some fruit?
Moonlit Ghosts
Thanks for
said,
looking after me, Nyan.
"LOL and yet I've been saving
I'll
since
be
the Goodbye
fine.
Sid Lally-S banner ended.
Hello, Milray and Nyan. I just walk up lumbering. Oh, who are you? Haven't seen you around before. Have you come to visit Milray too? Yeah, I just wanted to tell you that you have nothing to worry about, okay? Those nice humans have found a way to cure you. It won't be long before they've gathered enough ocean zephyrs and sacred flame crystals, so hang in there. You'll be on the mend soon. Sacred flame crystals? Milray? That's exactly what I'm worried about. Those nice humans have no idea how dangerous sacred flame crystals are. Dangerous? Yes, very dangerous. They can beguile human hearts, turn friends and enemies. Milray struggles to say something else, but he soon falls unconscious once more.
I had Nahida on her last banner and then one. Now I have Versa and Ions and I'm not getting any constellations for Zion Yuan.
Oh. Alright, well, good luck with the 50-50 there, Time Lords. Beguile human hearts. The chiefs didn't mention anything about that before. Could there be unknown risks associated with using sacred flame crystals? Oh, just so you guys know, there's a storm that's just now starting right outside my window, and it sounds like it's a pretty big one. I can hear some thunder in the background too. If I lose power, if the stream cuts off suddenly, you guys know why. With how many storms there have been the past couple days, it's, you know, very uncertain if we're going to lose power or not around here. But more importantly, if even the chiefs know nothing about this, despite all of the knowledge they possess, then where did Milray and Neon come to hear of it?
Sirens for me last night.
Oh, really? Wow. Nyan, who told you guys that sacred flame crystals were dangerous. A mysterious Kukasaur we met while fighting those big monsters. He was the one who told us. I still remember how our friends were all running around in a panic the first time Milray passed out. Not this disease again. We'll need to find ocean zephyrs and sacred flame crystals. But sacred flame crystals can beguile human hearts, turn friends into humans. What should I do? Where did this Kukasaur find out then? I don't know. He often said things we couldn't understand. Apart from us, no other little saurians wanted to play with him, and as far as I could tell, he didn't even have any human companions either. Oh. But I'm sure he wouldn't have lied to us. He's saved us many times, and we're very close friends. I really, really hope that Milray recovers soon. But if sacred flame crystals genuinely are that dangerous, I don't think that's the way he would want to be saved. Don't worry, I'm here to help. I'll remind the humans to be careful in the meantime. You two take care of Milray, right? Oh, I'm just reading this all wrong. No, that's not the way our apartment's set up. Just make sure he doesn't worry too much and gets lots of rest. You do that for him? Thank you so much. This is becoming more mysterious by the minute. with Mavuika and the 6 chiefs present, I'm sure everything will be alright, but still, I better find a chance to talk to Mavuika about it. Aw, poor little guy, he's so tuckered out. Mavuika! Anybody call for Mavuika? Oops. Oh wait, how far do I have to go? Ah, okay. I'm glad I looked. Would have been running. Alright, let's go talk with Mavuika. With Mavuika at Mavuika's house. Or room.
I've read through your proposal, and it sounds like a great idea. Even if it wasn't for Milray's situation, there'd be many reasons to start holding the Bloomflower trials again. How many warriors have been signing up?
Far more than we anticipated.
Our warriors sure are fired up. The ones who came late even held a protest outside the sign-up booth. So we had to make an exception by adding a few more spots.
So many people have signed up that we've had to divide the competition up into main matches and exhibition matches. Each main match will pit 2 different tribes against one another, while the exhibition matches will see 3 tribes going up against another 3. I'm planning to limit the number of spots for the exhibition matches. Accidents are more likely in tangled melees, so with fewer contestants, we can ensure that any injuries will be attended to promptly.
Well, you've clearly thought this through with care. You have my approval. And don't worry, I'll find a way to fund it.
Thank you, Archon.
Oh, where will the trials be held? I'll stop by later to see how things are going. But I won't be taking part. Wouldn't want to spoil everyone else's fun.
The main venue would be near the Stadium of the Sacred Flame, with additional arenas set up around the various tribes.
All right, I'm all out of questions. Keep at it, everyone, and thanks for your hard work.
In that case, we'll be off. It's time we started organizing crews to set up the venues.
Traveler, Paimon. Good luck.
Huh? Good luck with what exactly?
Hey, it's been a while, you two. Are you here about the Bloomflower trials too?
Yep, we sure are. Sounds like everything's going to plan.
Bloomflower trials. The name alone fills me with nostalgia. I first heard about it from my dad, who first heard about it from his dad, my old grandpa.
Guess that means they were last held at least 500 years ago? Wait a sec. No, it must have been much earlier than that, then. Whoa. When you put it like that, it does feel kind of surreal that we're doing something that hasn't been done in such a long time.
True, but I've got a good feeling about this. We'll pull it off, rest assured. What makes you ask? I've never heard such a rumor before. And rationally speaking, it just doesn't even seem possible. The rules governing the Oda Resurrection have protected Natland for many long years, and these rules are themselves fueled by the Sacred Flame's power. We've been working with the Sacred Flame all this time, and we've never noticed anything unusual about it. In essence, Sacred Flame crystals are just another form of the Sacred Flame. I can't imagine how they could possibly beguile human hearts. So please, be at ease. And besides, even if they did harbor some kind of evil power, it will not cause any real trouble in the Natland we now live in. Not if I have anything to say about it. Our main priority right now is to hold the Bloomflower trials so we can collect enough Sacred Flame crystals to heal that little Tapetlosaurus.
It's so reassuring to have you on our side, Moika.
Well, there are some things even I can't handle. For example, it just came to my attention that you've got some people waiting for you outside.
Huh? Who could they be?
You'll find out soon enough. Go on now. Don't keep them waiting.
Dude, what if it's people from Mondstadt? That'd be so fucking cool. Either that or it's the new girl. And Eonzen. Alright, let's see who it is.
Time Lords. Said.
Finally, you're here!
Impressive.
That traveler, Paimon. So, basically...
Hey, Eonzen's back. Or was she back? I can't remember now. If she was one of the returning voice actresses. But yeah, I had a feeling it would be this group. But maybe the new girl's in here.